Greetings everybody on Tuesday the 9th of March. I hope you're doing very, very well. Yes, I have been absent. As you can see from the title of this vlog, it explains why. First of all, I want to say a quick shout out to Paul Girond. I think I'm pronouncing your name correctly. If not, rather, I apologize. Anytime there's a long delay in my videos, he always drops me a line to find out what's happening, and I really, really do appreciate that. So I want to say thank you so much. He does it every single time without fail. Thank you for checking up on me. Thank you for reaching out. Thank you for watching my vlogs. Thank you for just always checking to make sure that I'm okay. I really appreciate that. So I'm here. So thank you to all of you who still watch my videos. Thank you for staying subscribed to this channel. I really do appreciate it. So yes, it was exactly a month today actually that my mum passed away. She passed away on the 9th of February. We believe it was at 4 a.m. in the morning. We're not exactly sure. It's just that was the time that my brother woke up and saw that she was no longer breathing. And, you know, we had to take several steps from there. How do I feel? I can't describe how I'm feeling, to be honest. In and of myself, I feel fine. That's the only word I can think of. Get the light right. I feel fine. I took some time to really be honest with myself and process my feelings. Like the day after I started going to the park, because what would happen was my brother and I had a routine. We had to wake up at a certain time, get the stuff ready for the carers, like help her with her hygiene needs and everything. But now she was gone, there's no longer any need to do that. So it's like the reason that I moved back to my mum's house was now taken out of the picture, and I had to really process that. So I was going for long walks in the park, not this one, Clapham Common, and just like really processing my thoughts and give myself space to grieve and to deal with everything and so forth, you know. That's now both of my parents gone. My father passed away in 2007 and my mum passed away February the 9th. From diagnosis to death was 3 months. She was diagnosed with a terminal illness on the 9th of November 2020 and she passed, as I said, on the 9th of February. So it's just been as you can imagine, when you're grieving, you go through all kinds of emotions, right? You have your ups, you have your downs, you have your days where you're able to really get a lot accomplished, and other days where you just can't be bothered to do anything. I've had all of those. I've had such a kaleidoscope of emotions. As you can imagine, it's not unusual. But I'm doing well. And like, if you're one of these people who had texted me or called me or whatever, thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. So many people have called and messaged me, and I really do appreciate all of that. You know what I mean? It's just really, people are great. Do you know what I mean? It's at times like this you really realize how special people are, how amazing people can be, and there is still hope for humanity. You know. Yeah, people have been reaching out. People have just been checking up on me periodically, just wanting to help and everything. And it's just been phenomenal like that. But then, that's been phenomenal. Where everything's been planned, you know, everything's been done. My mum's funeral's fully planned. We've got everything needed for that. It's just waiting for the day to arrive now. So everything's moved very, very quickly. Everything's moved very quickly. I'm not quite sure why. Maybe it's because we needed a focal point. We're just doing things that needed to be done, so we just didn't have the time to stop and think or to be depressed or whatever. But everything that needed to have been done concerning my mum and the funeral has now been done. So we're just kind of, I don't know, just living our lives, really, you know. My siblings and my nephew and niece and I are always quite close anyway, so always in touch. We've got family WhatsApp groups, we're always in touch with one another, keeping tabs on how each other is doing and so forth. So that's good. But yeah, it's a whole new chapter of my life. You know, I now have neither parent on this earth with me, you know, and it's not quite something I can digest, even though I'm living the reality of it daily. It's not quite something I can digest, you know, but this is where we are, and I just have to take each day at a time, you know. I'm one of these people that kind of embraces reality quickly. So I don't allow myself to really just kind of hark back to how things used to be and wish for this and wish for that and wanting things to be the way they were. I was like that in the beginning. For the first few days I was like that. We were going through photo albums of when my mum and dad were alive, and so many of our relatives that have passed on. When they were alive, we used to have all these parties at my mum's house, and my mum and my dad's house. Just how things were when everybody was alive and happy and healthy, and none of the things that eventually befell them had happened. Do you know what I'm saying? And I allowed myself to really be in that place for only a day, and I just had to come to the realization that, listen, this is where you are right now, and there is nothing to be gained from longing for a time that will never come back again. It's not going to come back. Time moves forward, it doesn't go backwards. And if I keep on hungering and yearning for something that's never going to happen, I'm going to drive myself crazy, I'm going to make myself depressed. I don't want to do that. One thing I've said from the very beginning is that I do not want to feel depressed. I don't want that brokenness, that gut-wrenching, soul-destroying grief. I don't want that for me. I don't want that for any member of my family. Yes, we grieve, but we grieve in a healthy way, and in a way that we're able to get back up and do what it is that we need to do with the rest of our lives. And that's what I want, and so far so good. My brother's grieving the most, obviously, because he's one closest to her. He's like, the youngest, he's closest to my mum. But he's coming through, he's doing well. He's doing really well, all things considered, he's doing well. And yeah, we're just taking it each day as it comes. In a sense, for me, the fact that it's COVID and people can't really come over has made it easy for me. In a time like this, I don't really like masses and masses of people coming to the house and calling and this and the third. It's just too much. The first day it happened, obviously because she just passed, my sisters were making all the phone calls. I'm glad they did it, because I just wasn't able to. There was hundreds of calls that had to be made to relatives to let them know what happened, and so on and so forth, and they're back and forth and wanting to speak to each one of us, to give their condolences to each one of us individually, which is nice. But it just got too much after a while, because it's like picking at a scab or prodding a wound. You don't want to keep on saying, yeah, thank you, yeah, my mum's passed or whatever. You don't want to have to keep on referring to it, you know what I'm saying? Even though it just happened. Maybe it's me, I just like to move on from things quickly, so that I don't know, maybe, I don't know. But I just didn't want to have to keep on making reference to the fact that my mother had passed. I just didn't want to have to keep on doing that. So I'm glad it's kind of like one massive day where like there's hundreds of people that we had to speak to, and now that's over. And we get the odd ones and twos still calling and checking and seeing, which I prefer. And I'm glad that we're not going to have hundreds of people at the funeral, because again, now just for me personally, it would be too overwhelming, it would just be too much to deal with. So it's just 30 people there, and then 30 at the graveside, and then that'll be it. Because again, because of COVID restrictions, we're not allowed to gather in certain groups, which suits me fine. But yeah, so that's where I am. Yeah. All in all, like I said, I've been doing okay. I've gone back to I've had a few days filming. When I say filming, doing background work at Pinewood Studios. On a few days of doing that, so that's been okay. This time around though, it's funny. It's like, what am I doing? You went to acting school, man. Come on, get yourself together, get your bits together, so you can actually start going for actual speaking roles. So I spoke to a guy yesterday, and I'm going to start putting together my show reel. Maybe I think in April I'll also get like loads of new pictures taken, like headshots and body shots and everything. I'll get all that done. So yeah, and then start looking for an agent. So that's the time frame I'm giving myself to go and get all these things done. So that's me. That's where I've been. I'm doing well. Like I say, we're all doing well. There are those days where I just can't be bothered to get up and do anything. Those days I have to really push myself. You know what I mean? Because I want to try and be productive. So yeah, just navigating life now with neither parent here, which is something I can't really put into words. I can't really explain. It's I don't know how to explain it, but it's just something that's got to be done. One foot in front of the other, keep on moving. Stopping and taking a breath sometimes, allowing myself to grieve, but not letting it overwhelm me. Do you know what I'm saying? As I keep saying to my brother, don't let it overwhelm you. Grieve, but don't marinate in it. Do you know what I'm saying? Don't marinate in it. So that's what's happened. But thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you so much for sticking with me with my inconsistent behind. You know, I hopefully will have more exciting videos coming up for you shortly. I'll be able to take you with me when I start doing my putting together my show reel. Because you're not allowed to film as we go down to Pinewood Studios, there's literally no point in vlogging that day because I'm leaving in pitch darkness, and as soon as we get off the coach, I have to switch off, so there's no real point. Do you know what I'm saying? I can't show you anything on the set at all, I can't show you my costume, nothing, so there's no real point. But hopefully over the next maybe the next 4 to 5 weeks, there'll be more content I have for you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for staying subscribed. I do apologise for my absence this time, but there was a good reason. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Please comment. I do enjoy reading your comments, as I said before. And I will see you again soon. Thank you for watching. Take care then. Bye-bye.